Hello everyone, you're watching Game Over Cancer in support of the Canadian Cancer Society. I'm your host, CousinCatnip. You can call me Cel, and I am so excited to be back here with you once again. We've got some incredible runs coming here for the rest of Saturday. But up next, it's Zelda. It's Mario. It's both? CousinCatnip is here with The Legend of Zelda, the mini quest, any percent. Let's go.
Yes! Hello, Hylians! Hello, Zoras! Hello, Tingles? Whatever we got in the audience. Whoever's confused, it doesn't matter. We're all here, and we're all here for a good game. It's called Zelda the Mini Quest. I'm not going to waste much time, because I know we're trying to get into this pretty quickly. But I'm going to count us down. Just grabbing my little split machine here. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Well, I should hit the button. So welcome. This is a ROM hack that is Mario World, but Zelda. As we begin, let me tell you a tale. All was peaceful in the land of Hyrule. The last hero thought that he had defeated Ganondorf, but it was all just an illusion. Zelda was captured by Ganondorf's evil hands. To be sure that no one will ever touch his castle, Ganondorf sealed Zelda and shattered the Triforce into several pieces. There is no hope until the awakening of a new hero.
Link, it's me, Zelda! Wait, do you have a picture of Mario on the wall? I thought you said you were gonna hang a picture of me, Link. What is this? Anyways, can you capture me? Anyway, I don't know. Do I sound like
So, welcome. You might be wondering, what does this hack have in store? You may notice Mario World physics, check. You may notice Wind Waker aesthetics, check. But which plot is it gonna follow? You may notice, we're on the very first island of Wind Waker, Outset Island. So we are going to be seeing a little adventure through all of Zelda. So if you enjoy Wind Waker, if you enjoy Minish Cap, A Link to the Past, Zelda 2, anything that is from sort of the classic ages, I guess you could say, it's going to be here. Plus a few surprises. I missed the jump there, so we're just going to like do a little damage boost here. We're just going to do a little backup strat, and you may notice the level's done. Grab the little Triforce, Mario 3-esque, and we're going to make our way through. We are already in the second level, and you may have noticed some of the enemies are basically just Mario World enemies, and it's true. Ganon was canon. Ganon was Charging Chuck. Octorocks were Galoombas, and so on and so forth. So you might be wondering, we don't need that. You might be wondering, what do we have in store here? That's right, the King of Red Lions itself. And what a better way, and beautiful way. Look how beautiful this is. But what a fantastic way to start this ROM hack. And just to start us off, tell me about the event. What do we got going on, Sel?
Well, of course, we are raising money for the Canadian Cancer Society. And it was officially formed in 1938. Thanks to the generosity of supporters, they have funded thousands of researchers and invested more than $2 billion in cancer research. And because of this investment, today about 64% of Canadians diagnosed with cancer will survive at least 5 years after their diagnosis. And for some cancers, the survival rates are now more than 95%. To learn more about the work of the Canadian Cancer Society, visit cancer.ca. And we are over $3,000 raised for them, which is absolutely incredible.
Woo, that's a lot.
We're making our way to, looks like our next goal is $3,500. We are less than, can I do the math? We're a little over $200 away from that.
Yes. Also, real quick, everybody wave goodbye to the Octorock. We'll see him soon. I forgot to spin jump, but we'll see him again.
Bye, Octorock.
Bye. He's so cute. And so we're at the end of the level here. We're going to be moving into our first island. Our first whimsical Zelda adventure. What could be in store for us? Well, if you know Mario, if you know Zelda, if you know these two things, you know that we're going to have more levels. And so our next level is actually the entrance, Dragon Roost Island. But you may notice a difference on the song. That's right. Some A Link to the Past, Dark World. We're going to be doing some tricky movement with some bombs here. If you don't know, fun fact of Mario World, if you kick a bomb, it resets the timer. But if you, like, kind of drop the bomb, you know, then it won't reset the timer, and you can kind of use it again. Or not use it again, but you can, you know, kind of do your thing. So that was fancy. All right, we're going to be coming up here. You're going to be going through the wall. A lot of bomb movement here, so it's imperative that you do not kick bombs unless you mean to. I'm gonna kick it here, just to get it going. Like, just to kind of, like, save it and reset the timer there. You'll notice it a little bit. Now that you know it, you'll, like, never unsee it. Ah, whoa! Okay, that's one of those never happened before. I have to legally required to say that. And so, you may notice, spin jumps are here. Yep, we have Big Link, Small Link, we have Koopas, and... I mean, sorry, we have Dooku's. We have Green Beans. Green Beans will never go away. And as we continue, a little jump, a little hop, and that's right, boom, another level done. And we are going to be making our way into our first, you know, very Zelda-related thing. If you know Zelda, you definitely know what's going to be coming up next. And I can assure you that a dungeon, the Dragon Dungeon, it is split into two halves. Fun fact, when the ROM hack first came out, this is the 1.1 version that we're playing. But the 1.0 version had basically extended dungeons, so there was no division between the two dungeons. You're gonna see like a little ending. Things are gonna end. Things are gonna have to, you know, like repeat and stuff. But we will be going, jumping, bobbing, weaving. Well, I think that's fine. Oh no, that was not fine. Oh, okay. Let's just do a little like improvise. There we go. That's fine. We are in San Diego's. Okay, that is not fine. This is all intended. This is all RNG manipulation for the boss. But this is, as always, how it goes. Everyone knows how this goes. But yeah, no, this hack is very cool. You'll notice lots of different tributes to so many different things. We're gonna grab this just in case. It does do the downgrade to the Big Link to the Small Link, as opposed to right to Small Link. Although there is the odd thing that will make you go small right away. But yes, there is mini bosses. This one's very, it reminds me of like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Kind of like the Sandopolis kind of thing. But anyways, you want to get those bombs in there. You want to drop him down. And Link's so happy. If you're at home right now, try and do that pose. Can you like, that little wink, the little wave? It's so fun. But here we go. This is that division I talked about. We're going to be going into dungeon number 2. And with dungeon 2, there was a little gimmick here. And this gimmick is going to be throwing throwing balls into Octoroks. Haha. And we're going to be switching it out. So sometimes we'll be throwing fire into Octoroks. And then, not just Octoroks, we'll also be throwing it into walls, which only fire can destroy walls. So that's where we get our little Zelda fix, because everything's Zelda related. This part kind of reminds me of Mario 2, where you kind of have to like dig downwards. But if we kill these guys, they won't fall on our heads. It's okay if we get hit at the end, but getting hit near the beginning of this can definitely be like super bad, and not like the movie that came out way back in the day. So we're going to be going up here, opening the door. We're going to be switching out to the ice ability. And if I get this fast, which I did not get fast, we're just going to be pretending we got it fast. There we go. Still look kind of fancy. We're going to be jumping over here. We're going to be coming over, going to be going up, going to be over. And we're going to be coming to our first, you know, sort of branching path moment, where it's sort of like, ooh, you have to figure out which way to go and what are you going to do. And you're not going to see much of that. We're just getting right into it. So for example, I'll miss it, but I'll hit the switch here. And we're going to be having solid blocks. These solid blocks, these solid blocks will allow us to continue through the level. And otherwise, we would not be able to continue. There is a few crazy fun strats you can do in this game. I'm not going to be doing a lot of them. I feel like every speedrun I do, I'm always like, yeah, you can do a really cool run. I'm not going to show that, but... So this boss, in my PB, we discovered you can, like, quick kill him. But I haven't been able to, like, get it again. But... this is fine. But yes, we don't get to pull the tail, unfortunately. But we do get to bop the head of Goma, graphically chopping off their eyeball. Link looks very serious. They're taking no disrespect from anything. And that is our first dungeon. We are done. Our mini quest continues. Link will just casually walk across. He's doing one of those pausa strats, you know, the spinning in the water, going really fast backwards. All right, so now I'm going to start a debate in chat. This song is a Pokemon song, right? Like, not literally. Like, I know it's from Minish Cap. But even when I was younger, I'm like, yo, it sounds like a Pokemon song. Or Battle Network. And I know it's made by Capcom, so it's like, yeah, it makes sense. But I'm like, this is like the most Pokemon-sounding Zelda song ever. Like, you could put this in a Pokemon game and no one would blink. No one would even, like, flinch. Ooh, that was a risky jump for no reason. Keeping your P speed which is something that does exist in Mario World, even though they don't have a literal meter at the bottom of the screen, like in Mario 3. But your P speed is gained by running. Like, you just gotta be running. But you have to be running sort of like on a flat surface, or it can be a hill as well. But you're gonna go grab this thing, boom, we are in, we are out. We are loving it. But P speed is essential, especially in a speed run. If you may notice, this is not a Kaizo hack, so we're not gonna be doing like crazy show jump, extravagant things. Now that was earlier in the marathon, so go check out those runs. They were very good. Those were some challenging hacks. Anyways, Giga Chad Dooku Tree. See a Giga Chad Dooku Tree. Much easier than Wind Waker this section. And yes, my favorite Zelda game gets spoofed here. Mega Man X4. Which we saw earlier in the marathon. So hey. So yeah, so you go through a little bit of a probably the most impressive graphic thing I've seen in a ROM hack. Like, I mean, there's other stuff too, but this is up there. This is really cool. But yes, we're gonna be going through the foreground, the background, the side ground, the no ground. Oh, and I'm gonna get hit by a spike I've never got hit by. But at least we haven't fallen. You can fall down. You have to repeat everything. It's brutal. Some green beans to get us up, and you may notice, hey, it's like Wind Waker, right? So we got to do that part when you got to fly across the Forest Haven. And so here we are, flying across. I'm going to go just sort of like a safe route. You can't really do it much faster than this, to be honest, but you just go up. I'm just going to play it ultra safe, because if you get hit, it doesn't matter too much. There's a feather at the bottom of every wind tunnel. But I mean, if you mess up too much, then, you know, you're just going to waste time. It's better to waste a second to get there than to waste like 10 seconds to show off. Unless it's swag. Swag is always worth it. Swag is always intended. We're going to be coming up to our next temple here. And what we got is a fun little gimmick where I'm actually going to grab the fire because we're going to open up a shortcut. There are shortcuts in this hack. But it is imperative that we have fire to do that. If we don't have fire, then just... no, you have no hope. You are out of there. And so the thing with swimming, where you grab an item, you'll swim faster, still exists in this game. So we'll be taking advantage of that a lot. It's like right here, for example. Oh, that... I like how we... I don't know why I got so risky there. So the fun little shortcut we will not be taking today. That's fine. It's usually about a 50-50, depending on how risky I get there. We have vertical swimming, though I find is faster not holding something. But we'll still be going down. We'll still be going... Ooh. Over here, to the left, grabbing this key, because we're going to be needing this to open up. We need a key to get one of our keys. There's the shortcut there. I'm just showing it off so you can see it. But we will not be taking that shortcut. We will not be saving time. But we will be going up on here just to... Whee! Hey! You don't normally get to do this. Alright, so you go down. We're going to be maneuvering our way through this water. And honestly, has any donations come in? Is there anything we need to know about with the marathon?
Yeah, indeed. We do have a new donation, $10 from Rager Pager. Thanks for showing us an awesome hack, CousinCatnip.
Aw. Well, thank you for being an awesome person. But yes, we are going to be going through our little Porky Puffer friend. And we have one more key coin on the right here. We're going to be... you know, I'm gonna take this guy out. That's revenge for the earlier guy. Oh... I meant to turn around and shoot that guy, but, you know, sometimes it doesn't happen. And sometimes, you know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, but you miss 50% of the shots you do take. So, you know, just keep that in mind, chat. So anyways, we're going to be grabbing this fire here, going to be coming up. We've got all 5 of our keys, and we are going to be going to our mini-boss. And you might be like, oh, whoa! Oh, no, I missed! Never mind! Oh, there we go! Ah! So yes, our first mid-boss is defeated. He's mid. He wasn't even a mini-boss, he was a mid-boss, alright? Like, we don't talk about those mid-bosses. They're mid. So, we're gonna be going to part 2. We have the rest of the temple to go. We are gonna be going through quite a treacherous experience here. Honestly, this is probably the hardest level in the game. The hardest and longest level. The reason why the estimate is so long is honestly because of what's gonna be happening here. My PB ended up being 26 minutes. So we're kind of at a funny little like interchange of like, this run could take 33 minutes or it could take 26 minutes. It's gonna be Schrodinger's run. Why am I jumping on so many things? I'm not even getting like jumping on them in cool ways. Where's my P speed? I believe I ordered a P speed. But yes, you may notice this is a little homage to Minish Cap here. And Minish Cap Is it your favorite Zelda? Is it not your favorite? I feel like it aged really well. If we're gonna be talking about Zeldas here. Alright, watch for the explosions. Okay, we're just gonna chill for a sec. You don't like you're gonna see what's gonna be happening here. You make our way forward. We're gonna have to get our way through it. We're gonna be running, we're gonna be jumping, we're gonna be bobbing, weaving. That's right. We don't actually have to run back. We can just kind of chill for a second. And that's right, we're gonna be going backwards through the level, dodging the bombs. So the very thing that annoyed us before will be annoying us again. The whole grabbing the item thing is key here. Kind of sets you up there if you notice. They give you the little courtesy shells, the little opportunities you get to do things. And so I'm gonna be going, hoping, dreaming, praying we don't get hit, and it looks like we're good. This is the last part here. Level is not over yet, though. That is only a little part of the level. What you're gonna see next is we go down here, and you're gonna be grabbing... Honestly, you don't actually have to grab this fire, but Marathon and the boss fight is one of the longest boss fights. In fact, it might be longer than the final boss. And then I bet you're wondering who the final boss is. Who could it possibly be? Who knows? And yes, that's right. Hook Hand Plant Monster, everyone's favorite Zelda boss, makes an appearance. If we chuck these little spike things into its face, we can kill it. Very impressive boss, though. Has a touch of touch fuzzy, get fizzy. Touch fuzzy, get dizzy. Get fizzy. That's the diet version. So we're gonna be... these green solid things don't hurt you. They're just there to, you know, block your vision. The hook hand at the bottom is super detrimental. Ooh, I kind of forgot about the laser beam. The plant has like an Eggman style beam that will come at you if you're not careful. And so you're gonna be grabbing these things. You pretty much want to just like optimize your movement here. Like the more you dodge, the more you chill, the more you're like doing your thing. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that little loop-de-loop. And so we grab this, go around. I'm always so scared, even though like I know he wasn't gonna hit me there. But you gotta live on the edge, you know? The only way to speedrun is like being mildly like anxious the entire time and like wondering like what you're doing with your life. All right, here we go. Defeated, done. That boss is super scary. I'm glad we got through it super quick. We got Fizzy. We touched Duzzy. We've done it all. Chopped off. It's good. We are going to be going into everyone's favorite parts. That's right. The Great Sea Infested. I am going to be grabbing the little bonus fire here. And I will be playing a little song with our Link as long as I can. But as that's going on, I'm going to be throwing it back to our host. Do we have anything new? Anything we want to say? Also, say hi to the Dr. Rock.
Hi, Dr. Rock. We have also reached $3,300 raised for the Canadian Cancer Society.
Let's
Thanks
go!
to a couple of generous donations. $10 from Plunge87. Good luck with the run. And Fleecy with $10. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you both so much for those donations. And I want to just remind everyone quickly, we have prizes here at this event. As long as you donate $5 or more, you will be entered in to win a copy of Street Fighter 6, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, or Monster Hunter Wilds. And a thank you to Capcom and ProPiece for donating those prizes.
Yes, they're all amazing games too. Like Capcom games, like they don't miss that often. Let's be real. But yes, the Octorocks are so happy. They were so happy we said hi and bye the first time. Like look at them. They're just here to celebrate. Nothing bad will possibly happen here. The gods of wind and thunder. The guy who gives you the fast travel. Can't remember what his name is now. But he's here dropping spinies. You know, he's still around doing his thing. You know, he hasn't retired yet, even though, you know, maybe he should. Maybe it's time. Yes, it's all RNG with these drops, so I essentially have to dodge and weave and just kind of react to whatever's happening. The spin jumps are essential, if you notice. Pretty much spin jumping on everything. Yes. I want Link to have the floor for a second. Yes, Link! That's half the fun of the auto-scroller. You gotta have a little fun with it. Alright, we're done the level, the auto-scroller. Sort of a speedrunner's worst nightmare, as they say. But also, I love Mega Man 8, so, you know, people can have whatever opinion they like. So, we're gonna be going to our next level. We're kind of going into the final part. You might be wondering, what level is next in Wind Waker? That's right, everyone's favorite part, Gerudo Valley, with Breath of the Wild Bokoblins. You know, everyone's favorite thing. So, you may notice it kind of starts making its own inspiration here. Kind of like a Twilight Princess-esque, I would say, kind of situation. I can just kind of damage boost and run through most of this stuff. It doesn't really matter. You do need to pick up speed. That's kind of what the arrows are hinting at. It's like you have to like go back, build up speed, or like there, for example, you need a lot of speed. But you can do a lot of this first try. I'm just gonna take the damage here. You may notice that things start doing more damage. I go from big to small Link like pretty much instantly, which I thought was kind of cool. Like it actually kind of scales the damage as the game goes on. And with that, ooh, we are through. We are done. We are jumping. We are getting the Triforce, and we are going to be heading into our last dungeon. That's right. It's a mini quest. It's not a full quest, so there's only going to be so many dungeons. But the Desert Temple, it is a fantastic dungeon. I feel like I'm selling it on an infomercial. Beautiful dungeon here. 3 easy payments of $24.99. It can be yours. And we're going to be seeing our little gimmick, the keys. But yes, this is very Twilight Princess inspired. So shout outs to Twilight Princess. Where is our Switch 2 remake? Or Switch 1 remake? And Wind Waker? What's going on? But protests aside, we're going to be going up. This is one of those levels where if you have the cape, so if you kept it way back from when we used it in the Forest Haven section, you can actually use it to fly over most of this level. If you get all 5 of the key coin, whatever, dragon coin stand-ins, you can use those like the game remembers that you got them. No! I got stuck! No!
Oh no.
That's okay. That's why we had the long estimate. This is one of the longest levels. But were we close to PBing? Maybe. It's hard to say.
Would a donation make you feel better?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Would a donation make you feel better?
Yeah, yes, please.
We have $50 from A Bitter Pill. If everyone gave just a little to charity every year, just imagine what we could accomplish. Absolutely, I agree. Thank you so much for that donation.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes people get like shied away. They think that they have to donate like $1 bajillion, but even the little like $5 here and there and stuff like that, it all adds up. That's what makes a difference, you know. But anyways, even just and also just don't never forget, even if you're just watching, that also is just a huge help. I'm second guessing everything now. All right, we're at the part where we died. We're just gonna take it chill. We're just gonna chill. We're not gonna go for the fast strat. We'll go for the semi-fast strat. We're gonna grab this mushroom. We're just gonna take it easy, you know, just take a second. All right, we're back at it. We're gonna come back up here. We're gonna grab this switch. We're gonna come up here, grab this coin. That's number 4. Hit the block, go down, go around. It always bugs me that it doesn't kill the Stalfos, but that's okay. There's other things we can do. So we're gonna go up, and we're gonna go around, we're gonna jump, we're gonna spin, we're gonna chill, we're gonna wait. At this point, this is where like commentators curse myself, where like if I died, this would be like absolutely horrible. But we already had our death, so it's already worst case scenario. Now we're fine. We're through the dungeon. We got the checkpoint, and yes, Beamos. Fun little boss here. There's sort of an RNG drop that we have to wait for here. There it is. Sometimes it's super fast and we get it like super often. Sometimes it just takes forever to drop. Today is one of those takes forever to drop days. If I hide behind these little spike things on the walls, it allows you to dodge the attack. That's pretty much all you're doing is you're waiting behind the thing, throwing the thing. Weirdly enough, I wish this fight was like a bit longer, but I've never seen the fight take this long before. So I guess I got my wish. Was the hack patch secretly? Maybe. Who knows? But I'm just gonna take the damage here just so we can go quicker, take him out. Last hit. We are through. Again, the pose. You gotta hit it. I'm hitting it right. You can't see me, but I'm hitting it. All right. So part 2, Desert Temple. What awaits us? We have our good friends, the Redeads. Hello, Redeads. We also have our good friends, the fire things that I'm being super risky about for some reason. And we're going to be going over here. We're going to be jumping, grabbing our safety thing, because clearly I need it today. And we're going to go, if we're fast enough, we won't get hit, which is just what we displayed. Go down here. Little spin jumps gets us over the Redeads. Gets us funny enough, we practiced that so many times. I say we as if like I'm not the only one playing, but that was practiced so much, and I even said in my head, I was like, I'm gonna fail that on the day of the run, and I actually did. It's funny. I like predicted that. That was one of those like self-fulfillment things. So never give up your dreams of failing your speedrun a little bit. You can always live up to your half full potential. Never forget. So we're gonna go down, gonna go around. We're at the boss, and this boss, yes, it's kind of like a made-up boss. It's a Spike and Ball and Chain dude, which he has been sort of a boss in Zelda before, kind of like a Link to the Past. I think in Minish Cap, and of course Twilight Princess is kind of the most famous one. But the boss in Twilight Princess isn't this guy, so but they kind of stouted after the boss of Twilight Princess. You know what I mean? With the spinner here. So I find it fascinating. Like they just kind of did their own little thing here. But the Twilight Princess fight is a lot of like maneuvering around. There's a very specific angle. What? Okay, that was strange. This fight is like pure RNG. So his spike balls can just go backwards sometimes, as you saw there. So hey, that worked out because they can fly into your face, they can destroy you, they can break your soul, they can make you cry, and we cut his chain. He's free. He can go frolic in the fields, be the knight he always dreamed of being. And that's right, one more level, Ganondorf's castle. The legend, the man. Could you have guessed that he would be in this game? But yes, we are dodging these giant balls. And we're going to be waiting, essentially, for our chance to run. So it's almost like stealthy, this level. Wait, run. You can actually run between their legs. When you first play this hack, you probably won't realize that. Although now you know. If you remember the speed run, you'll remember. But you want to go through their legs. It's actually a bit easier being smaller, even though it's higher chance of dying. And we're going to go down. We're going to wait. We're going to chill. Just because, you guessed it, balls. And we're gonna be waiting again, because you guessed it, balls. And we're gonna be going, and one more thing, balls. And we wait last time, and woo, I got a little scared. He was kind of just, like I was chilling. I didn't know why I was so scared. But all right, we are entering our final boss. Get hype. Get your cat faces ready, because we have Ganondorf, like Ocarina of Time style. But yes, I need to toss these arrows into his face/chest. As long as you kind of get in the upper region, you hear him go like, oh. But if you stay on the left side and you don't jump, you'll pretty much be good. That's kind of the strat I found with this fight. If he does that little like head nod, he's about to do his Kamehameha, the patented Ganondorf Kamehameha, which everybody knows. So we're gonna be waiting. His sword out there will hurt you. So, well, okay, what is this? Fire. Okay. We're gonna wait. We're gonna chill. Yep, we're gonna grab that. Get him. Gonna keep waiting. Gonna keep chilling. That was close. We're fine there. We're getting close to time, by the way. The time will be on the final hit. He's gonna, like, bleed out his face. It's pretty intense. I didn't make the hack, so don't look at me. Yes, this was made by someone named Maxwell Hacks. And time! There it is!
GG.
Thank you. Woo! Isn't that very graphic? Like, but yes, this was the run. This was Zelda the mini quest. I'm CousinCatnip. Huge shout outs to my family, to Twitch chat, both mine that, you know, watch the runs and practice, and the one right now that's here in the charity. Shout outs to the creator of this hack, Maxwell Hacks. Shout out to everyone who speedruns, because this is all community effort. We can't do it by ourselves. So whether it's one person on the leaderboard, whether it's 50 people, it doesn't matter. It all is a speedrun at the end of the day. And if it makes you happy, that's all that matters. But we're not over yet with me. If you're annoyed by me, I'm sorry, but you did unlock the live tap dancing. I know I'm kind of doing the host job right now. I'm sorry. But
that's all right.
You're going to be seeing more of me in a couple minutes. It's going to be interesting. I prepared something where we're going to go through the entire marathon. We're gonna tell a little story. So I'll see you in a couple.
I'm excited to see it.
Yes.
Stick around, everyone. That tap dancing showcase that you unlocked with your donations, getting that incentive met, that bonus run, is going to be coming up in just a minute. Stick around, everyone.